Want to watch that movie?
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A toss left. Henry. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Our game here featuring the top 2 running backs in the NFL last year in terms of yardage. Derrick Henry on the carry there. He was the NFL leader at 1,540. But if you remember Nick Chubb, he thought he was going to win the title on the final day, but wound up settling for second, just 46 yards behind Henry. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 36-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Derrick Henry. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 31, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Yards to go.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll give Henry another shot. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a third and goal. Here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes.
Yeah, stop rocking in that chair or you're going upstairs.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
At the 47-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Come on, stay in bounds. There's nobody over there.
According to the headlinesman, incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
We're going to get you.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, yes, what I tell you about it, sit down in that chair.
2nd and 2. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
And Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Here's Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Henry on 1st
Oh,
down.
my goodness.
He's to the 10, and he will score.
I'll put it in the Titans.
Derrick Henry.
I'll put it in the chat.
Monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, with every cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Let's lock in here, fellas.
And this carries into the end zone.
Oh, what is he doing?
Marvin the ball on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Going deep here for Landry. He's got a man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Just go to on the whole circle until you see it moving up.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have
I ain't
stats
no
and
work on this
scores
one,
from
but
the
I
early games
saw
going on here
what's his
around the
name
NFL.
throwing it, so he brought it back.
A run for Nick Chubb.
Oh, run up.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and
they
very
just make him
short.
block a little
This
better.
defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you
Yeah,
try
go
and
to
run
him
the
in his
ball
press
against a
circle
team
and
that's
hold it
pretty
until
good
you see
against the
the,
run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your
I'm holding
strength.
circle now.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Nsl Lg for the 2nd most in a single year. Then the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Parkey adds the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill.
Oh, come on. That should have been a pick.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Tannehill. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mayfield on play action. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
A good run by Chubb on 1st down as he'll get about 6 yards there.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
it's Chubb.
Come on.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On the carry, it's Chubb. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Browns are back within a score. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019. 4th fastest in the NFL. And he flashed the big-time speed again there. And this will make it into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory.
There we go.
He coughs up the football.
There we go.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Brown.
This nigga in his Discord league, me and Marvin. I know they was going to overturn it.
And the Browns are within an extra point.
This nigga had me 21-0. Had to make a comeback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal,
yeah, man, you got to have a certain kind of run style with him. Like this nigga killing me with him. I had to switch it up.
A little bit after they just gave up a score.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry.
Look at that shit. You see, I hit him, and then he still tried to. How the hell he's supposed to get out of that? Come on.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Henry will get it.
Oh, come on. How I missed that?
He's at the 40.
That's some bullshit, yo. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. That's my fault. I was supposed to slide my line to that side, too.
Number 20 on the year, and the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
I don't know why I'm on over there, because that's all this nigga got.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Second down, Mayfield again. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Now Mayfield.
Oh, this nigga fumbled
picked
the
up by
ride.
the Titans.
That's my fault. I made a slide. I should have. That's my fault.
A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
He's got to get a quick score here. He's back in.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mayfield now. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
3rd and 15.
Here's Mayfield.
Oh, wow.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I should have peeped that when I had that first fucking run. You could tell with that.
Because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back seven on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd down at 7. Again, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2.
Wow.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels, then you become a chaser instead of a tackler.
And this is caught at the 8. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield looks to throw.
Oh, what kind of pass was that? Why did you
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear
Yeah, how you run commit on this again?
be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At their own 18-yard line.
I think that run through the middle though. Like how you just run commit.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. They begin with Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
On the carry.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And it's complete. Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run. It's Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
At the 34-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Derrick Henry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
You couldn't eat your food, Joe?
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now it's Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.